Now let's talk about empathy. And this is such an important fucking thing. This is probably one of the most important, pieces of advice in all of dating mastery, because this is where I see guys go from intermediate to advanced. This is where I see guys go from like newbies to high level very quickly, is based on how empathetic they are. There's this saying, first seek to understand and then to be understood. What does that mean? Well, that saying is pretty much from a book called Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, okay? And what it essentially is saying is understand empathy, understand people. Walk a mile in the girl's shoes. Literally just walk a mile in the girl's shoes, okay? And understand why she's behaving the way she behaves, what's going through her fucking head, and almost like try to understand who she is, why she's thinking that way based on her subjective upbringing and her subjective reality. So really what you're learning is how to have empathy and how to be an empathetic person. And if you don't have that, it's something you need to practice. And a good way you can actually practice this in your social interactions is what we call statements of empathy. And again, using a statement of empathy is so fucking key in every single social interaction. Even when you approach a girl, I'll be like, hey, sorry, don't let me interrupt you. Hey, hope I'm not interrupting you guys right now. Even as I'm in the middle of an interaction, if I kind of sense that the girls are kind of like confused why I'm even still talking to them, I'll be like, hey, I hope I'm not interrupting you guys right now. I know you guys are like doing your thing, and I'm kind of just a random guy talking to you. And so you're kind of like calling out the elephant in the room. You're kind of diffusing the social pressure by verbalizing the circumstances, saying, hey, I know this is a weird thing. I'm a random fucking dude. I'm a random Indian guy talking in the street. I'm a random fucking dude who just talked to you for whatever reason. I know you're doing your thing. I know you're having your girls' night out. I know you're having a hot girl summer, but I'm talking because of this, or that, or because I liked you, or because I thought you're cool, or because, I don't know, you just looked interesting, or I just had to ask you about this. And so you're kind of calling out the elephant in the room. Or maybe you popped at a girl and you didn't get enough proximity in your approach and you made her uncomfortable. Well, you can kind of take a step back physically and you can be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Or, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. It even works with sexual escalation. You're moving too fast, she feels uncomfortable, be like, hey, we don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You let her know, hey, we don't have to do anything you don't want to do. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. Just say it with me right now. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. You don't have to be uncomfortable. You don't have to be uncomfortable. I'm sorry if I make you uncomfortable. I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. A statement of empathy. It's a statement, a verbal statement of, hey, I understand your emotions. I'm an empathetic person, and I understand the emotions you're going through. I understand the experiences you're having. I understand your subjective reality and how you might be feeling right now in this moment. And what that makes a woman feel is comfort. Okay? And that's what this is. This video is not about statements of empathy. It's about building comfort. If a woman feels safe with you, she feels okay with continuing the social interaction. You got to realize something, okay? I'm a 5'4" Indian. I'm a full-fledged adult. I run a business. I make fuck tons of money. I fuck tons of chicks. And even in my head, sometimes when I'm by myself, I'm laughing, I'm giggling, and sometimes I still feel like a little kid sometimes. Even me, right? Maybe I'll go visit my parents, I haven't seen them in like a month or two, go visit them, and I'm like, oh my God, mommy and daddy, right? Or like I'll do inner child meditation, and I can feel that inner child still love inside me, and I realize that, damn, a lot of other guys must be feeling that way. Maybe you felt that way before. Maybe at some point in your life, you felt like, oh, maybe even though you're like a fully grown adult, maybe you have a fucking beard, maybe you've had sex with a lot of girls, maybe you're running businesses, maybe you're successful, but maybe sometimes in your head you still feel like a little kid sometimes, right? Well, what's crazy is most women feel that way all the fucking time because Disney wired them in their brain to be a little Disney princess and wait for their fucking Prince Charming. And on top of that, women don't mature the same way men do. They mature faster, but they don't mature to the point where men do, where as a man, it's just like you become a man. As a woman, think about this. Women are great with children. Women tend to be extremely empathetic, right? Women are extremely nurturing. And so it's almost like they never fully mature. And this is just my opinion. This is kind of like bro science, pseudo science. This is just my opinion. This isn't scientific fact. But in my opinion, since they're like a lot more better at, nurturing children and that kind of thing, it's almost like there's a part of them that never fully makes them feel like they're a full-fledged adults, and so they're a lot more fun and emotional and like and crazy. And so like, try this. If you're gonna fight with a girl, you kind of just tickle her tummy and be like, I'm sorry, didn't mean to just make you sad. You literally just make weird voices and you be like, I'm so sorry. I'll get in fights with my girlfriend. I'll be like, oh baby, I'll like make jokes. I'll be like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make you sad. I love you. I like tickle her. I'll be like, tickle, 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 and she'll be like, no, stop, and she'll be like, Like all of a sudden, it's like I'm changing her mood by changing her emotions, right? So women tend to be a lot more emotional. It's almost like oftentimes like you can like change their mood like they're fucking children. Now, hey, maybe you could do this with guys too, but yes, you can definitely do this with women. And the whole point of this is, think about this. As a man, you probably weigh on average more than a woman. And you probably don't realize it. In your head, again, you probably still feel like a little kid sometimes, or you don't feel like a threatening caveman motherfucker who can like snap a girl's neck, but that's how women perceive you, right? If you're an average height male, you might be, you might not, or whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter. Anytime a woman meets a man, subconsciously in the back of her mind is like, if she doesn't feel safe with this guy, she wants to get the fuck out of that situation, because pretty much even the smallest man, even me, no matter what happens, you're pretty much going to be more physically strong and more physically capable even than the biggest, strongest woman. Because that's just nature. That's just testosterone. That's how, human beings developed. Like even a small guy like me is stronger than a larger woman, right? And it's kind of trippy how that works. And so again, in the back of the woman's mind, if she doesn't feel safe and comfortable and respected, her instincts are telling her to get the fuck out of there because you could hurt her. And so unless she feels 100% safe and comfortable, her brain instinctually is telling her, get the fuck out of that social situation. That's the whole point I'm trying to make here. So if you're not building comfort with a woman, if she doesn't feel like you understand her, and if she doesn't feel empathy and you're not demonstrating empathy and you're not demonstrating the whole ability to seek to understand her and demonstrate her emotions and make her feel safe, comfortable, and respected, she's going to want to get the fuck out of that social interaction, even if logistics are good, even if the, intent and traction, all that fun stuff's good, even if she wants to fuck you, she's going to want to get out of the social interaction. And so this is where I see guys go from like intermediate results to actually pulling like fucking rock stars, to getting laid like a fucking motherfucker. It's the more statements of empathy they use, the better results they get. The more times they say, sorry, don't interrupt you. Hey, sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting your day. Hey, I know this is so crazy. I'm like a random guy talking in the street and I'm interrupting you. Oh, sorry, if I make you uncomfortable. And then you're like hooking up and shit and you're making out and you pull back and you'd be like, we don't have to do this if you don't want to. Just letting you know. Or I don't want to do anything to make you uncomfortable. Or even you make jokes where it's like, I'm not gonna let you get my pants. I'm celibate. Where you almost flip the script on her, and it's almost like she has to, use statements of empathy on you. You know what I'm saying? And so what happens is these girls become incredibly comfortable with you to the point where it's like you look at some of my content or some of my fields, or like come work with me in person, because like, dude, working with me in person and seeing this shit in person is like literally 100 times of what you're seeing in Day Game Mastery. You'll literally see me get sexual with a girl 5 minutes in talking to her, rubbing her back, I'm making out with her in like 30 seconds of talking to her. Sometimes I'll be like meeting random girls, I'm just like fingering them or eating them out and shit. It's pretty fucked up and insane. And it's so crazy because it's like, why is she comfortable with this? It's not because I'm a skinny little man who's like less intimidating. It's just the fact that I can build so much comfort so fucking quickly from hitting it from all angles of empathy. And the natural default state is building a lot of traction and intent and screening logistics and building a lot of comfort. And so she'll feel down and kind of just fucking go. You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna find out. No one's judging her. It's all good, baby. And that's a really important factor too. If she wants to feel comfortable, she needs to feel no one judging her. You're not judging her. So you should always make the girl feel non-judge, and you genuinely shouldn't be judging the girl for anything she's gonna do with you. Because if you're judging her for, hooking up with you when you want to hook up with her, that doesn't really make sense anyway. Because you're judging her for the thing that you want, presumably you want to hook up with her, right? Well, yeah, right? And so you shouldn't judge her for that, but she also shouldn't feel judged in any way, shape, or form by you or any of your friends or any of her friends. So make her feel safe, comfortable, respected, and unjudged, and completely safe through statements of empathy. And, think about a statement of empathy right now, just how you can make girls more comfortable. Think about one right now. Go write them down. Go write down as many statements of empathy as you can. Go Google this information. Go Google what a statement of empathy is, and you'll understand how to make girls feel safe, comfortable, respected, so they'll want to be you. They'll want to be around you. Right? Maybe they'll want to be you too. It doesn't make sense. But they'll want to be around you, and they'll feel safe around you, and they'll just feel comfortable in your energy and in your vibe, and they'll feel protected by you as well. So that means a lot of girls are just going to be always coming around you and hanging out with you. And whether you meet them that night, or you're on a day 2, or you're building a social circle, it doesn't really matter. Girls will be comfortable with you. And it's really important. Now, if you don't learn this, girls won't be comfortable with you, and you'll constantly be pushing them away, and they'll be running away, and they'll be freaking the fuck out. So learn this shit. Rewatch this video 100 times if you need to, because this is probably one of the most important things in Day Game Mastery. Making the girls feel safe, comfortable, respected, and anytime you are leading it to a more sexual interaction, making sure she's consenting. every motherfucking step of the way. But not even just that, you can always flip the script. So instead of like her consenting, she's begging for it. And to tell you the truth, man, if I'm about to hook up with a girl and she gives me any resistance, any token resistance, you know all the pickup artists who are like, last minute resistance, overcome last minute resistance. Fuck that motherfucking shit. Fuck that motherfucking shit. I just leave. I'm just like, okay, get out. Like, you don't want to hook up? Okay, bye. Or I'll let them know, like, hey, look, we don't have to do anything you want to do. We don't have to do anything you want to do. But like, I won't even try again. I literally won't even try again. I'll let them try to escalate on me. I won't even motherfucking try. And if a girl's like playing games where she wants me to escalate, but she's like not letting me move forward, I'm just gonna kick her out. Seriously, I'm just gonna make her leave. Okay? Because it's not worth it. You can flip the script to make them chase you. And you can build fuck tons of comfort. So by the time it gets hot and spicy in the bedroom, or by the time it even gets to the bedroom, she already feels safe and she's already knowing what to expect. And she already likes you and trusts you. And that's how it should be.